New Zealander Paula Brown disappeared from central Sydney in 1996 after a night out on the town.
And then she's gone.
For more than a week, friends and family tried desperately to find her.
It'll be all right. Unless things turn out they won't.
When her battered body was discovered dumped in bush, a man came forward with startling information.
Devil worshipper.
Yeah.
But when he clammed up, the investigation stalled.
Someone knows something. It's hard to imagine that they've got away.
A new team of sensing murder psychics pieced together what happened to Paula Brown.
She wanted to get home from where she'd been, but she didn't get there.
Nobody could do anything and I was just taken away.
She's definitely fearing her life, like I think she knows she's going to be killed.
The Brown family believes Paula is finally ready to speak from the grave.
Paula wants us to know what really happened.
It's more than 20 years since Paula Brown was murdered in Sydney, but her extended family use every occasion to remember their daughter and sister.
Cheers to Paula.
Cheers to Paulie.
Celebration of your life.
Paula Mary Brown was born in Auckland's Middlemore Hospital in February 1966. Her parents, Norma and Morris, had 4 children: Michelle, Daryl, Cherie and Paula.
Paula was very vivacious, very happy, had a beautiful smile on it, always had a beautiful beaming smile, beautiful teeth, just delightful.
Paula grew up in Auckland's Mangere Bridge and went to secondary school in Onehunga.
She was always really quite physical, like she was always really, really fit. And she had, legs like a rugby player. So she was very much about getting out and about, doing stuff.
Paula was very arty and she always loved playing with people's hair. She always wanted to be a hairdresser. That was her dream.
I was the guinea pig, quite a happy guinea pig. So I used to have all sorts of amazing hairstyles like mohawks and blue streaks and spiky hair and just whatever was new or whatever Paula wanted to try out. I was the keen guinea pig, so that was kind of fun.
Paula left school at 16 and started a hairdressing apprenticeship in Ponsonby.
She passed her City and Guild with flying colours and she also got Apprentice of the Year that same year. Her and her girlfriends went to Piha and she met this gorgeous Norwegian called Tor. He was beautiful, bronze and, blonde hair and real charisma. And she fell in love with him. Anyway, he had to go back to Norway, so they arranged that Paula would go there. But in between times, she wanted to go to Australia and see her eldest sister and her little niece, who had moved over there.
Paula's heart belonged to Tor, but a chance encounter in Australia would change all that.
I first met Paula in, I think it was 1985, down at DYRSL. I'd been invited by a friend of mine to a hairdressing seminar. We thought, there might be a couple of girls there and it might be a good free night. And we walked into this pretty empty snooker room. There was these 2 girls down the upper end table having a game by themselves. So we thought, well, better go ask them for a game of doubles together.
Yeah, sure. I'll go with you.
And that's how we first met.
And Paula.
David and Paula hit it off straight away.
She had this amazing lock of hair, long, golden, curly. Then I found out she was a hairdresser, so she, looked after herself and was very gorgeous.
Paula felt a strong connection with David, but decided she had to give the relationship with Tor a chance.
She said, no, I'm going to Norway. I've arranged it with Tor and I can't let him down. And David said, well, I've absolutely fallen in love with you and I want to give you this ring before you go, because I want you to come back. Anyway, she went to Norway. After she'd been there 2 weeks, she phoned me and she said, "Oh, Mum, I realised it's David I love." So I said, "Well, come home." And of course, David said, "Well, come to Australia first, and then you can go home to your parents." So she did, and of course, that was the end of it.
I was renting an apartment down in Queenscliff, just northern suburb of Manly there, and she moved straight in. It didn't take her long. She found a job in a hairdressing salon in the city. A lot of clients she gave it, and was a very popular hairdresser.
Carol Shea started out as a client and ended up as a friend.
I was at Checkers hairdresser where she used to work, and I had this other lady doing my hair, and then one day I went there and Paula came over and said, "Oh, why don't we change your hair colour?" And so from that point onwards I kept going to Paula. She was my stylist then. She was magnetic. People were drawn to her, and wherever she went, everyone was drawn to her.
By 1996, Paula was managing a hair salon in central Sydney with her friend Margot Hendricks. And it was always her dream to own her own business one day.
Have fun tonight. Yeah.
With a tight-knit family and friends, Paula loved the social scene, and her connection to David grew stronger.
They were in love, you know, they were a loving couple together, and he just adored Paula and she adored David, and, you know, he took care of her.
We were just saving our money and having a good time, and it was an easy life, and we enjoyed ourselves and did what we wanted to, and went to concerts and did sport together, and we thought, oh, well, we'll get married and have children one day and live happy ever after.
All of that lay in the future. For now, she was happy with the party life, often heading out with friends.
We used to come home every night on the ferry together, or the jet cat, depending on whether we wanted a quick ride or a slow ride. We'd sometimes sneak a little glass of bubbles on the ferry, and then otherwise we used to go out on a Friday.
Sydney's bars and clubs would stay open all night, attracting many different people. But sometimes Paula's love of partying concerned her friends and family.
I know when Paula and I used to go out, sometimes I'd be the one that needed, you know, would have too much drink, and so she'd look after me, or if she had too much drink, I'd look after her. So we always bounced off each other, and I never left her on her own anywhere anyway. So I always made sure that she got home if she'd had one too many.
So excited for Thai.
She liked to have a good time. She liked to have a drink. If I wasn't with her, or our family, or my family, or her family weren't with her, we didn't know what sort of crowd she was mixing in. And I told her, you can't trust everyone, you know, Paulie.
Party, party, party.
There's a lot of bad people out there.
Should we go?
David had no idea how prophetic his words would be. New Zealand-born hairdresser Paula Brown was in Sydney preparing to celebrate a friend's birthday with dinner and drinks on Friday, the 3rd of May, 1996.
Looking good.
She asked her fiancé's sister if she wanted to head into Oxford Street for a night of fun.
Paula rang me on the Wednesday at work and just said, oh, look, the girls are going out for dinner, because I used to go out with Paula and the girls some Friday nights. And she said, oh, we're going out for dinner, going to the Thai restaurant, and then we're going to kick on. And I just said, oh, I can't go, Paula, sorry, because I did have a reunion at Chatswood, a work reunion.
David was going to go, but he had been doing a greenkeepers course, and it was his prize giving. And Paula said, no, you've got to go to your prize giving, you know. It'll be fine, you know. I'll just go with the girls and I'll be on the last boat home.
I just need to be at the ferry by 12.
I'd planned to be back in Manly and pick up Paula down at the wharf on the last ferry, which is about 12 o'clock that comes in.
Okie dokie. Shall we go?
Perfect. Yep. Ready?
Awesome.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Paula, her business partner Margot Hendricks, and 3 other friends started their evening with dinner near the rocks down by the waterfront.
The girls were going to the restaurant, and then they were going to go up to the Burdekin, which is a hotel that was up the road, have a couple of drinks, and then Paula was going to go down and get the boat, like she always did, back to Manly. She stayed with Margot at the Burdekin, and they had extra drinks.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Margot went off somewhere talking to people or whatever, and she came back and she saw Paula's jacket on the chair, and Margot thought, oh, she's just got in a taxi and gone home. So Margot took her coat home.
Well, I got down to the ferry myself, probably just on 12 o'clock, and knowing it was coming in, and it's quite a packed ferry because it's the last one of the night, so it takes a bit of time for everyone to disembark. I just stayed there and at our sort of like meeting spot we had, and walked up a little bit closer, and everyone had got off, so there was nothing really else I could do there. So it was, you know, time to come home or go home myself and, you know, wait till she arrives home. I woke up at about 5:15 and went, Paula. She wasn't there. So I went off to work myself, did my shift at work, and I was home by about 8:30. And usually on a Saturday morning, Paula would ring her mum and have their weekly get-together chat about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Paula always rings me, or she's always home for me to ring. I didn't very often ring her, she would always ring me. And I thought, oh, there's got to be something wrong. There's something not right. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon, David rang me.
Have you seen Paula?
I mean, I didn't think the worst. I thought maybe she's just crashed at someone's place, and, you know, this was on the Saturday. She'd fallen asleep at someone's place, one of the girls she was out with that night or whatever, fallen asleep somewhere, and she'd eventually make her way home.
No, I never heard from her last night.
All that Saturday, hoping she was going to just walk through the door, but later that afternoon, when it got to about 6 o'clock, I had to go down to Manly Police Station and report her missing.
Back in New Zealand, Norma's first instinct was to call a psychic acquaintance.
She said, Paula's on the other side. She said, she's no longer with us. So she said, you've got to prepare yourself. She said, I can see her. She's laying amongst trees. There's boats, it's like a port. And she said, Paula's laying there.
Norma and Daryl flew to Sydney and were driven straight to a police press conference.
Please come forward to the police. We're just going out of our minds with worry.
If she's being held out there, you know, let her go. She doesn't mean anything to you, but she means so much to all of us.
They started to do a bit of interviewing of myself and putting it out in the papers and onto the news.
Yesterday, Australian authorities joined in the search, looking for clues in parks around Oxford Street in central Sydney.
With my family and friends and all her friends, we sort of started doing a bit of searching up where she was last seen.
A whole group of us got together and were searching and everything.
Derelict places. And every day we did the same.
Police yesterday displayed the clothes Paula was wearing on the night she disappeared, hoping to jog memories.
Someone will have to know, would have seen this girl because she stands out in the crowd. And let's find out what happened and what's going on here.
But as the days dragged on, hope began to fade.
It certainly had all the signs of it's not going to be a happy ending, even though I said to her, you know, it's all right, we're good people. We deserve a happy ending. I remember saying that. It'll be all right. And as things turn out, they weren't.
8 long days after Paula went missing, it was Mother's Day.
We went to church and we just prayed, and I actually prayed really hard to the Virgin Mary. And I said, you know, you're a mother. You know what I'm going through, it's Mother's Day. Please bring Paula home. So we came back from church and Steve Moran came round and he said, look, all the things you're doing, they're the right things. There's nothing more you can do. Just keep searching. Just keep doing what you're doing. So I said to David, well, do you think we should go out? You know, it's for a couple of hours. He said, I don't think you should come today. I think you need to have a bit of a rest. But he said, the boys and I will go out.
I, with her brother, we actually drove straight down this road and through this car park.
That journey to Port Botany would later come to haunt David.
We did not see her in the scrub that day.
But Paula was there, just metres from where David had been searching. Later that evening, police informed her family that her body had been found.
It was actually a truck driver who had a very tall truck, and he got up to do something on the roof of his truck. Something wasn't quite right, and he looked down amongst the trees and he could see a body. And he said, I'm afraid it's Paula.
I heard Mum scream, so that's when I knew something had happened.
Just got to find the person that's done this, who's wasted such a precious, precious life. She's taken something that could never be replaced.
Everyone broke up really and cried, you know. We knew that she was dead and she wasn't going to be around us anymore.
A lot of people, you know, they say, oh, you know, that's horrible, on Mother's Day sort of thing. You know, you have to celebrate Mother's Day when you've had this horrible thing. Yeah, it was just really hard.
For family and friends who later gathered at the place where her body was found, there was only one question on their minds. Who could have done this to their much-loved Paula? We're investigating the disappearance of Kiwi-born hairdresser Paula Brown, who vanished from Sydney's Oxford Street in 1996.
Her body was found dumped in scrub a few metres from a busy road near Port Botany and the airport.
The Homicide Unit Major Crime Squad South is conducting a murder investigation into this matter.
Michael Fitzgerald of the New South Wales Police believes she was killed by possibly 2 men, but more likely just one.
I believe at some stage he's dragged her out into the bushland at the Penryn Road car park. We could not confirm that sexual assault had taken place, but we can confirm that attempted sexual assault definitely took place. I believe that the offender, in anger, hit her on a number of occasions with what we believe to be a retractable baton. She would have been unconscious through the blows and she died many hours later. The reason we know that is because she had pneumonia, early symptoms of pneumonia, the post-mortem reveal.
The problem was police were unable to find any DNA at the scene.
She was missing for 8 days in the elements. We had torrential rain. There was no physical evidence at all gleaned from the post-mortem.
Some of her personal items, including her shoes and her jewellery, were missing, including the very distinctive engagement ring given to her by David.
Although we got hundreds of Crime Stopper reports and information that they believed that jewellery where it may have been, and we conducted search warrants and searches of those areas, we were unable to locate that jewellery. And to this date, not one piece of that jewellery has ever been located.
After an exhaustive investigation, police managed to track Paula's movements during the night of her disappearance, the 3rd of May, 1996.
Okay, ready?
Paula and her workmates had gone out for drinks. They'd celebrated at the Brooklyn Hotel, then went on to a restaurant, the Sailor's Thai restaurant in the Rocks. Following that restaurant, Paula went to the Burdekin Hotel in Oxford Street at Darlinghurst. At this stage, Paula had consumed a large amount of alcohol and she had a low threshold for alcohol, and in that she got drunk quite quickly and she was very well affected by the time she got to the Burdekin Hotel.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, okay?
At some stage, the two friends got separated, and later, when Margot Hendricks found Paula's jacket, she assumed Paula had left.
Unfortunately, Paula hadn't left. She'd walked off and gone to a downstairs bar area where she met up with a group of other men who gave her drinks, and she became quite flirtatious with one of those males. That male, who became a person of interest, remained with Paula in the downstairs area for a number of hours. About 2 a.m, Paula left that area when the male POI told us that He believed she was too intoxicated to take home. The bouncer from that hotel approached her and asked her to leave.
Get up, let's go.
He then put her in a taxi.
Come on.
However, because she had no money, it would appear the taxi driver kicked her out of the cab, as she was seen by the bouncer a few minutes later, walking down Oxford Street.
We had no real confirmed sightings of Paula from about 2 o'clock till about 3:45, 3:30, when Paula was seen inside the Hungry Jack's restaurant in an extremely intoxicated state.
One of those witnesses inside Hungry Jack's, indeed one of the last people to see Paula alive, was Nina Di Matteo.
I was sitting in between Paula's table and our table. She was on her own and she didn't look like she was aware of her surroundings. I was a bit concerned for her well-being, even suggested maybe we should put this girl in a cab. The thing that concerned me, though, that there was a group of guys sitting in front of us that were trying to get her attention as well. She had a short skirt on and they were bending down trying to look up her skirt in front of me, and that really, I was in shock that, you know, why would they do that with knowing full well that I'm looking at them? And they seemed unperturbed by that. And that really stuck in my mind that night.
There were significant gaps in the police timeline for that night, but then another witness came forward.
We have an unconfirmed sighting of Paula Brown about 4:45 a.m. at the intersection of Oxford Street and Taylor Square by a security guard driving to work. About 4:45 he saw an intoxicated female wearing identical clothing to Paula in the company of a male well-dressed walking in the direction of Paddington. There was another young male person assisting this intoxicated female who was best described as a street kid. The security guard failed to identify any of those persons and he in fact failed to identify our main suspect who we believed was responsible for the murder of Paula Brown.
That suspect was a man who first contacted police just days after Paula's body was found at Port Botany.
Yes, want to lay an incident report?
On about the 15th of May 1996, Martin Tresball walked into Maroubra Police Station where he told the police that the investigators for Paula Brown should be concentrating their efforts on the DCM nightclub, which was a nightclub in Oxford Street, where he claimed that they were involved in devil worshipping and that they were involved in the killing of Paula Brown.
Devil worshipper?
Yeah, devil worshipper.
Police were never sure if Tredgeball was telling the truth or trying to send the inquiry off track. But soon, the convicted drug offender found himself in police sights.
He had similar description to that person, and also his criminal record would indicate that he was a person with propensity for violence.
The police nominated this guy named Martin Tresball. I think he was a bit of a steroid freak, gym junkie fella.
He was married with 2 children. His wife and children had gone to England to visit her parents, and I believe she came back the morning after Paula was murdered.
6 long years after the murder, the family arrived in Sydney for the coroner's court hearing. They had high hopes that the police's prime suspect would finally be forced to reveal the truth.
Martin Tresball denies all knowledge of Paula Brown's death, but at the inquest he refused to answer a number of questions, saying that on legal advice he couldn't answer those questions because they could incriminate him.
Well, he just wouldn't answer what they were asking him. He just kept his mouth shut.
If you got nothing to hide, say what you know.
So frustrated. I wanted to scream and yell and stamp my feet. You know, why can't they make him talk? Why can't you make him talk? Why is he allowed to be silent? But I did say to him, your day will come. Your day will come.
And his day did come, but not in the way the family expected. Sensing Murder is investigating the brutal murder of Kiwi hairdresser Paula Brown in Sydney 1996. The prime suspect, Martin Tredgeball, was a house painter and convicted drug offender.
Tredgeball had always been the main suspect, and we felt that at the end of it, he would be the one that would go to jail for it. He would be convicted of it. But as it turned out, there just wasn't enough forensic evidence. He just walked free.
Tragically retreated into his house, situated close to the Port Botany location where Paula's body had been found.
He was spiralling out of control following the murder. He certainly was erratic. He was heavily drug affected. He later on became involved in a shooting incident in a pub in the vicinity of Oxford Street, where he actually shot himself during a drug deal.
9 years after Paula's murder, in April 2005, Norma got a phone call.
David rang and he said, I just want to tell you that Martin Tragically has committed suicide.
He lived in that world and he injected far too much drugs on this occasion and died.
Despite the death of their prime suspect, the police remain confident that Martin Tragically was responsible for Paula's murder. However, the family have their own theories about what happened that night, and they tend to the view that there were two men involved in Paula's killing.
Well, I think she went into the midnight shift bar and fell into the hands of the wrong people. They've spiked a drink, and these guys have said, come on, I'll give you a lift home, because she was last seen walking across Taylor Square with two guys.
She looked like from what reports said, that she was drugged or didn't appear to be able to walk on her own. There's still that other person out there of interest, and it's a shame that he wasn't brought to justice and told everyone the truth of actually what went on.
We can't rule out what the security guards saw, that there was a young Indigenous kid with the person who we believe to be our suspect. But once again, there is no evidence to indicate there was more than one person involved, and our criminal profile believed it was the act of one person.
20 years after the murder of Kiwi hairdresser Paula Brown, the family hopes the Sensing Murder psychics will shed new light on this unsolved crime.
Paula needs us to know what happened that night.
Sensing Murder has brought together three of Australasia's best psychics to connect with the spirit of Paula Brown. Australian Deb Webber is based in Queensland and has been with Sensing Murder since the beginning. Joining the show for the first time, Kiwi psychics Kerry Marie Callender and Karen Anderson. Both are Auckland-based. The rules of Sensing Murder are clear. The psychics are given no prior information about the victim or the filming locations. They are filmed on separate days. Their job is to provide the victim's name, age, sex, and occupation, and details about how, where, and when the victim died. Correct answers are sometimes confirmed by the film crew. Each psychic is given a downturned photograph. They have 8 hours to communicate with the spirit of the victim.
Soft energy, really soft energy. Feels like a female energy to me at the present moment. I can't get a heaviness around it, so I'm figuring it's female. And might have a few, so let's bear with me for a moment.
I'm just getting straight away with me, I'm getting a younger energy, I'm getting a female energy with me straight away. She puts on a very strong exterior, so I get a sense that she makes out that everything's okay, that she sort of can be a bit tough, but I think underneath it all that she has a little bit of anxiety about her, so I get a sense that she's, I have with her that she's a little bit anxious.
I've just got a lady coming in crying, like really upset. Getting a lot of confusion with her, doesn't know where she is or what's happening, or she's wanting some sort of help.
All three psychics are connecting with a female spirit in need, and soon their link with Paula's past becomes stronger.
Lots of chatter. She must have been quite a friendly, open sort of girl. Really friendly.
So she's a fun, laughing a lot, very social, like to have fun, like to have time with her friends, also very kind,
beautiful big smile.
Talk to people and start a conversation about their life and what they were up to and that sort of thing. Just her energy and her personality. She was quite a very sort of happy, bubbly person as far as that was concerned when she approached people she wanted to engage with.
She's beautiful. I get a sense of a really beautiful young lady, actually. I'm sort of seeing a person like to dress up.
Always dressed really well. Very proud of her clothes, always want to look stunning.
I'm just looking at all these shoes, like platforms. Like there's a shop that I walk into and there's like lines of shoes and they're like high platforms and it's like, wow, look at them. Like I want to try some on.
Paula loved fashion and wore platform shoes on the night she was murdered.
Alcohol seems to be a really big part of her life. I just keep feeling like I just drink all the time.
She liked to drink when she's socialising, especially when she's socialising.
Loves dancing, loves the music, loves the atmosphere, loves the people.
She's drinking champagne.
I just heard, give me champagne and I'll tell you anything. Okay. She wants alcohol.
Paula's drink of choice was champagne.
She's got a drink in her hand. It's quite funny. I said she liked to have a drink, so she liked to have a drink. So she liked to socialise.
Drinking. She's got a glass of wine. I said work and I got city.
She's just given me the word city.
So she must have been working in Sydney.
Beauty, hair, makeup.
Just seen her like going like this on people's faces, like patting their face, and I'm like looking at the teeth, like teeth work, like the whole face area, beauty.
It's a job where she must have talked to a lot of people or something here because I've got a lot of chatter.
I feel like I'm a job where I'm involved with a lot of people and I'm talking to a lot of people and I feel like I'm fairly social.
You're welcome.
So I feel like I'm doing someone's hair, so I'm getting a sense that I'm actually a hairdresser. You know, I'm working as a hairdresser and I really enjoyed this. It was something I was really passionate about. But I also had thoughts about owning my own business.
Kerry Marie is right. Paula was a hairdresser and aspired to owning her own salon. Psychics Deb Webber, Kerry Marie Callender and Karen Anderson have come to Sydney and are connecting with the spirit of New Zealander Paula Brown, who was murdered in 1996. The psychics have described a bubbly, vivacious woman who came from New Zealand to Australia for work. Now they try to find out her name.
Penny. B or P? B. I think it's B. Beth, B. Bonnie, Belinda. No, BP. I'm just going to, I keep getting BP, so I'm just going to call her BP because I can't actually get the full name.
And while Deb has just her initials, Kerry Marie and Karen both get a name.
Paul. I'm getting Paul. Paul. Who's Paul, darling?
I also want to reference the name Paula coming in with her energy.
Paula.
And Paula?
Paula.
There's a special person in her life that without that person, she is very lost. He is almost like soulmate, love of my life feeling.
I get David, I get like a love connection, but also getting like best friends. She's telling me soulmate.
Paula's fiancé David was her best friend and soulmate. The psychics now shift their attention to the night of Paula's disappearance, starting with the date.
So we're going back 1970s or 1990s. I reckon 1970s, 1990s, 97, 95. Keep getting the numbers 9 and 7, 7 and 9. It's taking me up. So we're going 6, 86 or 96, so 1996. March or May? March. I keep getting M. So March, May 1996.
Paula had disappeared in the early hours of May the 4th, 1996. She had been with friends for dinner and drinks in Sydney's Oxford Street.
I'm seeing her wearing a black dress, and it is above the knee, from the hips to the knee, and like round about the middle area.
I'm just going to say I feel like I'm wearing a skirt and high heels.
I just saw her legs. They weren't covered. She got very nice legs. So I'd say she's probably got a skirt on.
A good pair of legs. I like to show them off. I was really looking forward to going out that night, looking forward to a great time.
Just lots of chatter and lots of going out to a bar.
Okay, she's just showing me a vision of her crossing the road and going to a venue.
I have to say occasion. I have to say there's been an occasion, like a social gathering.
Quite a fun night with people celebrating. It's a special event. Could be a birthday.
Paula had been out after work with girlfriends, celebrating a birthday.
I'm seeing a vision of Paula with a group of people and with some sort of celebration, and then them all leaving and being on her own.
By midnight, all of Paula's friends had gone home, leaving her drunk and alone.
Okay, I'm hearing like lots of music coming in, really loud. There's also 2 men at the bar area, and one of the men has just pointed at her. Somebody just walked along and put something in her drink. And it's like she's possibly unaware.
While the police were unable to confirm that Paula's drink had been spiked, all 3 psychics tell us this is what happened.
All of a sudden there's like a feeling coming on of a nausea, sickness sort of feeling, throwing up sort of feeling.
I'm feeling really high. I'm feeling high, so it's been like I've been drinking. So I feel there's some sort of drugs as well.
There must have been some drugs or something involved, because I just feel like I'm just, really high.
My head's swimming. It's like, whoa.
It's a lot stronger than just having some alcohol. It feels like there's some sort of substance being taken. It just feels like it's more than an alcohol feeling.
The Sensing Murder psychics are in Sydney, retracing New Zealander Paula Brown's last movements on the night of May 3rd, 1996.
It's almost like she's looking at the time, and then it's like she has to leave, like she's wanting to leave, like she's wanting to exit.
Went out for air, so she went outside.
She's going to walk home on her own or something.
From that vicinity of the area, I am walking outside, and I'm walking down the road, then I'm crossing the road.
I feel like I've left something behind. She's left something behind.
Kerry Marie is correct. At some point in the evening, Paula had left behind both her bag and jacket.
I'm also seeing taxi drivers, cab drivers sitting on the side of the road in their vehicles, just watching everybody and waiting for customers.
Police never established why Paula got out of the taxi that had been ordered for her and ended up back on the street.
I'm looking behind myself a lot as I'm walking down the road as well. Like I'm turning my head and looking behind myself. I've just got the feeling that somebody's like watching me.
I just feel, my head feels, it does feel like I've got a headache. And my head's swimming. It's like, whoa, I don't feel too good. And I'm feeling really tired. I don't think I'd eaten. I hadn't eaten.
Around 3:30 a.m, Paula made her way to Hungry Jack's on Oxford Street. It's possible the man who perhaps spiked her drink followed her there.
I'm also getting somebody standing across the other side of the road watching her.
He looks like he stalks women, or he's like a predator. Such a creep. I keep getting images of her body, that he sees her body and wants her body. He sees her as a model and gorgeous. And I don't know why he wants to hurt her. But through the eyes of him, it's just, She's gorgeous, I want her. But he wants to take something of hers as well.
There's also the reference with the man of him smoking a lot, drugs around his energy, handing out drugs, like possibly dealing.
Okay, she's given me the name M.
I'll circle the M for the moment because the M keeps coming up.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's just referenced, and I want to reference a painter, because I just saw this man, like, painting. He's possibly a painter by trade, because he, like, paints the insides of properties. I've just seen that.
The police's main suspect, whose Christian name started with an M, was a house painter and drug user.
My heart's beating, I don't feel safe. It's almost like someone's watching me from a distance and I'm really scared.
I don't think I actually want to be there, just with the feeling that this other gentleman is putting on her, like just with the feeling.
While the police believe Martin Tredgeball had targeted Paula that night, this was never proven. Will the psychics identify Martin as the mystery man, or will the spirit of Paula reveal someone else entirely?
I have an image, she keeps showing me the image of standing on a corner, and it feels as though a car pulled up.
It's got something to do with a car. Someone pulled her over, or someone pulled over.
I actually think he forced her into the car.
I'm seeing the passenger door open and she's sitting in the front passenger seat.
I'm hearing shouting. Tells me she was attacked.
I've put my hand on the passenger's window, like I'm banging the window.
There's lots of struggle going on here. Lots of fighting. He's just got this rage in him. Really deep anger.
I'm feeling scared.
I'm wondering when she was put into the car that he actually knocked her out. I actually feel as though she was probably unconscious at that point. And then she's gone.